Hello everyone again, week 2 it is, week 2 of the Ultimate 8-Week Challenge Series 3. This week we're talking about alcohol and its effects on your training. Everybody knows that too much alcohol is bad for you, but let's just have a look at the health guidelines. So women, 1 standard drink per day over the week, so that's 7 drinks per week. That's the standard, no adverse effects on your health. For men, it's 2, okay, so they can have 14 standard drinks per week. So if we're just looking at that, let's go for women. 7 4X Golds, for instance. A 4X Gold is a good example. It's 1 standard drink. So if you have 7 4X Golds, you are burning 763 calories. You're putting into your body 763 calories by taking in 7 4X Golds. Okay, so what does that equate to? What does that mean? 763 calories can be either 3 Mars bars. All right, so if you're going for bad food, 3 Mars bars, that's it. That's 763 calories. What you can also have, though, to add up for 763 calories, is 11 apples. All right, so the difference between those two are huge. The nutrition in the apple is obviously way, way better than your Mars bar. So you can have a lot of good food, or you can have just a very little amount of bad food. Okay, so that's what we're looking at calorie-wise. For guys, it's obviously double that. So 6 Mars bars equals 1,526 calories. So 14 4X Golds. 1,526 calories, that's massive. Most people are only having that as a whole day's worth of nutrition. Okay, so obviously, even following the healthy guidelines, you're putting a lot of extra calories into your body that gives you no nutritional benefit. So it's a real key to look at. Even following the healthy guidelines, alcohol is putting a lot of extra calories into the body. Even though there's no adverse health effects, you still need to do a lot of training to burn those calories off. How much training? How much to burn those off? For females, to burn off 763 calories, you need to skip for 1 hour and 11 minutes. Do you want to do that? Do you want to have to add another hour and 11 minutes on top of what you already do for your training? I don't think so, okay? So even following healthy guidelines, minimizing your alcohol is going to help with your training. For guys, it's just over 2 hours worth of skipping. All right, imagine skipping for 2 hours just to burn off what you've taken in alcohol. Why waste that time and energy when you could be making advances in your training instead of just pulling even again, okay? So think about that. Even following healthy guidelines, you need to train extra hard just to get back to even, okay? That's not even considering the other health aspects to over drinking, which most people do. All right, now, like I said, most people aren't just having their standard drinks. Got a lot of people who work here and they're stressful jobs and they often drink and binge drink and stuff like that on the weekends. And there's usually maybe even that amount in one night, okay, the standard amount in one night. So obviously over the week, there's more than that going into the body. So what does it do to you? Well, one of the major things that it does and how it applies to your training is it interrupts with your energy production. It interrupts that liver, okay, because your liver is where you get all your glycogen stores from. Remember to refer to Series 2 for all of what glycogen is, but basically that's your energy stores in your body. And if you can't get that energy to be used because your liver's trying to metabolize all of this alcohol in the system, then you're not going to have the energy for your training, all right? So that's super important. We don't want to interrupt that chain. We want that to be as efficient as possible. So alcohol interrupts your liver and it stops energy production. It slows it right down, which we do not want, okay? So that's one of the bad things it does. The other major thing that alcohol will do is it delivers toxins into the muscles, okay? And when you're working out, you want to feel like, yeah, I can push out a few more. Alcohol is going to make you feel like, oh my God, I'm sore and I'm hurting, okay? We don't want that. We want you to feel like you've got the power and the energy to get through those sessions. So we don't want those toxins in the muscle system, and that's what you'll get from a byproduct of alcohol. And then obviously when you go into higher levels of drinking more and more alcohol, it starts to interrupt the brain, it starts to interrupt the nervous system, and it can lead to things like heart failure and your central nervous system failing as well. So, I mean, that's at the other end of the scale, but we don't want you to get even close to that, okay? So we want you to right back down here, even less than what they say for the recommended intake, and then your training will be optimized and you won't have any of those bad byproducts in the body, all right? So minimize the alcohol to get the most out of your training. So that's it for week 2. It's pretty simple. Stay off the alcohol, guys, and cycle it. If you do have a big weekend, that's not the end of the world, but that means for the next few weeks, get off it as much as you can, okay? So get off the alcohol to improve your training. Stay tuned for week 3. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have some friends here to come in. We're going to show you some great foods that you can eat. It's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you stay tuned. Let's get it done.